Hi, I'm Bob Nuss from the Nuss Collection in Rochester, Minnesota. I'd like to welcome you to our museum, and I want to show you a tribute that we did for the Ground Zero. There were several trucks that Mack had donated to the city to be used in the cleanup of Ground Zero. And they went to work within 3 or 4 weeks after 9/11, an unfortunate day that we all remember. But the trucks were used until the following end of May, and the city of New York returned the trucks to Mack, and Mack wanted to auction the trucks off and sell them for business use. And they called me about being involved in an auction in New York with these trucks. I was a little reluctant at first, but thinking about it more that maybe I could help Mack move these trucks along with some other dealers. I contacted Vaughn Veit, who's one of the biggest demolition contractors in the state of Minnesota. And Vaughn has got a collection of cars, and he's got a nice museum, a family history of supporting charity. I asked him if they'd be interested in bringing one of these trucks back to Minnesota. I thought it would be real nice, and we did. We brought a truck back. I bought it at auction, and it was a CL713. Had a demolition body on it, so worked perfect for him. And we did a presentation with all of his employees at Rogers, Minnesota, and it was a nice day. We even invited Jesse Ventura, the governor at that time, but Jesse obviously had more to do that day and didn't come over and join us. But we had the truck, and there were some flags on both sides of the body. When we put the flags in, we were looking in the body and realized that the city of New York had never cleaned this truck out from when it was used at Ground Zero for nine months plus. So they obviously told Vaughn that that needed to be cleaned out and given a proper burial. But that truck was very historic, and it had a nice emblem on Ground Zero Commemorative Truck, of which there's an emblem on the hood. So it was a neat experience as far as being a contribution and what Mack had done. We also were involved. There's a booklet right by this display. There's a fire truck that General Fire and Safety donated a rescue body, and their employees donated all the labor to build a rescue body for the city of New York. And they called me, and they wanted to know if we could get them a Mack chassis to put under it, because the city of New York had all Mack trucks. I said that was a big ask, but we were able to. I did go to Mack and approached them, and it was very nice of the people in Minnesota to donate the body and the rescue body. So we ordered it. We got it approved by the fire chief of New York, and the truck took about 6 months to get, and another 6 months to get the body. So when it finally got done, before it left to New York, I thought the Vikings were playing a Sunday night home game. It would be nice to show this truck off at the Dome to the Minnesota public. And the Viking marketing people just loved the idea. They wanted us to bring the truck down, which we did. Unfortunately, I wasn't going to be there. I had a meeting in Allentown the next day, but it was very well received. People that came into the Dome wanted to see it, touch it, contribute if they could, but there was no way. The Vikings didn't set up a fishbowl or anything, but there would have been a lot of people donating money. The truck got a great reception in New York. It was blessed by the Catholic cardinal before it was put in service, and before it got to the city, Mack also They stopped it at Allentown at the McCungie factory, where the workers volunteered on a day to build that truck, and all the people in McCungie plant got a chance to see it because they donated the labor to build the truck. So these are two historic things that we were involved in, and we're certainly glad to have this addition to our museum. Thank you for visiting.